Hello and welcome to the Turnkey Trader tutorial series. In this lesson, we're going to show you how to identify our bracket trade. First, we're going to take a look at a long example. The bracket trade is a reversal type trade. So we'll usually see it after a long trend followed by a reversal in the market. And then we want to get back in when the market reverses back to our original trend. So here we had a nice long trend from the beginning of the day. We had a turn bar. And then now the market appears to be moving long again. And this is where we want to look to enter our bracket trade. First, we need to make sure our background color is green. We need our turnkey bracket green. Our yellow line in the direction section needs to be above 0. And lastly, we also want to make sure that our entry bar turns gold. So we still have a bit of time before we hit our green DPI. I'm going to open a dome and get prepared to enter this trade. All right, so now that I see my bar triggered gold, I'm going to go ahead and put in my entry at my green DPI price, 1786.4. And again, we want to use our stop limit order. So now I have my order in. Let me go ahead and fast forward a bit and we'll see how this trade works out for us. All right, looks like the market took off there. But here we can see the text plot on the chart. So once we hit our entry, the market did take off, which tends to happen. So we do want to get in the habit of identifying these trades as far ahead of time as possible, which we do typically have plenty of time to do. So in review, a bracket trade will always appear in this type of configuration after we have a nice trend followed by a turn bar, market reversal, usually a couple bars, and then the market reverses again and continues with our previous trend. And again, to review the rules, we simply need to see our green background, our green middle panel, our yellow line above 0, and our bar must plot gold. When all these rules are true, we can enter using our green DPI price. Next, let's take a look at a bracket short example. All right, now let's look for our bracket trade short setting up. So again, we have a nice long short run here. Then we get a turn bar followed by a short market reversal. And this is the time we want to start looking for our bracket trade. And I really like to keep an eye out for whenever the bar crosses my orange trigger line is when I'll start qualifying the bracket trade. So on this previous bar, I would have seen it probably was qualified, but it just continued to move long. And that's fine because we enter using our red DPI price. So our entry price was not even close to being reached in that case. So here I have another possible bracket. I noticed that the price is moving down. So let me run through my rules. I need my red background, which we do have, my red bracket, which I also have. My yellow line is below 0. So next, I just need to wait for this bar to plot gold. Once this bar plots gold, I'll go ahead and put in my red DPI as my entry price. All right, now that my bar did plot gold and all my other rules are still qualified, I'm going to go ahead and put in my order, 1745.2. So now that our order's in, let's go ahead and fast forward a bit and see if this one works out for us. All right, so our order did get filled and looks like we hit our first profit target. And as just a reminder, if you're interested in this particular money management strategy I've been using, looking for a 6-tick profit target followed by a 20-tick profit target on my runner, you can find that in the video center of turnkeytrader.com, as well as a few other optional ATM strategies you may want to test out. So again, we had plenty of time to identify this trade. This bar took roughly 50 or so minutes to build. And I'd like to point out though that sometimes when a bar builds too long, people take that as a sign of indecision and will decide not to enter a trade. With Turnkey Trader, however, that's really what these bars are designed to do, is we want to let the buyers and sellers go back and forth and let the market work itself out. And we want to enter after all that indecision is passed, which is why we use our DPI entries, as we want to have that proof of movement in our direction. Thank you for joining us for this lesson. We hope you will add the bracket trade to your trading arsenal.